Hello everyone and welcome back to my Destiny reaction series. My name is Tara if you don't know me, and today's a special episode because it's the last one of Destiny 1. We have the Rise of Iron and then we're on to Destiny 2. After the Taken King, my expectations are a little high in terms of storytelling, but I will temper them. I will keep it real. I don't know what we're being presented here with. I see wolves. It looks Arctic, but there's trees, so I imagine this takes place somewhere on Earth, maybe in the Northern Hemisphere, or maybe it's just winter. Without further ado, let's get into it.
We thought we were indestructible. The Lords of Iron. We swore we would do anything to protect the last city.
The last city?
Some of us paid the ultimate price. I am all that remains.
And who are you?
Stand with me, Guardian. It is time to avenge my brothers and sisters.
That is a sick axe. Are these Vex? What are these?
Prove yourself worthy, and the Iron Lords will rise again.
Iron Lords. Okay. Destiny, Rise of Iron.
In the years after the collapse, the world had no guardians. It had only Iron Lords.
Oh.
Immortal, fearless, we fought to protect the survivors of a once great age. Our battle was about more than crawling back from the shadows. The Iron Lords would give humanity back its future.
Wow, they were fighting the darkness itself? Is that what that was? It looks like what we were shown in the intro cinematic to the first game. Or the base game, I mean. It almost looks like swarms of insects. What, is she like infected or something? Oh. Oh, dude, I love a heroic sacrifice.
Know the legend, but
that
no
is my
one truly
weakness.
knows how the Iron Lords died their final deaths. That was something you had to be there for, to witness, to remember. To know even heroes can die, and survival is not always a victory.
Dude, the survival's guilt? Or survivor's guilt? Was that inside Rasputin?
I am the lone sentry, and my watch is eternal, waiting for the day when whatever we disturbed awakens.
That looked like the doors to Rasputin.
The Iron Lords are gone, but our fight is far from over.
I wonder if the Iron Lords were the ones who created the I'm forgetting what they're called. The big robots that defend people.
And they're digging into
like
old
Rasputin.
Golden Age research labs all across the system. This isn't a simple smash and grab. They're on a mission.
The war
At
mines.
first, the Vanguard
That took me
wasn't
so long.
particularly concerned. At least, not until the Devils decided to move back into the Cosmic Realm. Now the Devils are shifting a massive amount of resources to an area nearby that's been dark for centuries. Normally, I'd say it's just another day. Except, What's really got everyone talking is that Lord Saladin has left his post at the Iron Banner to take charge of the situation personally. Only rather than go straight to the Cosmodrome, Saladin wants us to investigate an abandoned observatory in the mountains.
Oh, a new region.
Very strange.
He better be Saladin the Paladin. Don't make my brain so happy.
A group of Fallen has captured Felwinter Peak. My team and I are en route, but we won't get there in time. I need you to secure the observatory at the top. It is imperative the Fallen do not establish a foothold on that mountain. If the Fallen are working their way up the mountain, their goal is to take Vostok Observatory.
What would the Fallen want in an abandoned outpost?
Things better left buried.
Maybe another war mind? Besides Rasputin?
There's a gondola near your location. Take it up to the observatory.
Whoa, this hasn't been activated for more than 400 years.
400 years, okay.
With this sort of reception, it might be a touch ambitious to think we can secure the entire observatory.
It's
There's a
crazy.
courtyard in the rear of the facility. If you can secure that, you should be able to keep them from the Iron Temple until
It's
we
crazy
arrive.
that this is working after 400
Wait,
years. There's no way.
Like Iron Banner? Iron Lords?
Stay focused. There's too much at stake.
Ghost. The expert sleuth.
Watch
A
out!
flare. I guess the Fallen communicating with flares to one another?
I don't think I like this little metal fox anymore. You can't take another hit like that. Jump! I don't understand. If there's something so important up there, why wasn't the Vanguard protecting the temple all these years?
This place and its secrets are my responsibility.
That is a good question. The only theory I have is that if you're not protecting
You know,
it,
this is
people might not
more
know anything's
than a few
there.
fault. Just for the record.
We cannot afford even one to claim what lies on that mountain.
Huh.
Servitor! Sepix Prime? It's supposed to be dead.
Sepix Prime.
And there's something odd in the energy signature. It's not fallen, but it's regenerating.
Did you say it's regenerating? Kill Sepix Guardian. Kill it now.
Regenerate. Wait, is Sepix the
If
same?
that's what I think it is, the temple doors will not be strong enough to hold it back. You must destroy it before that happens.
Is Sepix the same servitor that was like a boss fight in I think the base game?
Do
So
not
it's
let
back
Sepix
and, like,
enter that
corrupted?
temple.
What is this red energy it's infected with?
Detecting reinforcements approaching your coordinates.
And it's not attacking the Fallen, right? It's working with them?
You must hold the mountain, Guardian.
All this trouble to break into an old temple?
Even old wolves still bite. Shiro, what's your status?
Circling around to make sure the area is clear. Be there in a sec.
Well done, Guardian. The temple is secure. Now we can...
It's back again.
Shiro, get a lockup.
I just picked up... Wait. Multiple impacts near the wall in Sector 17.
They're attacking the sensor grid. They must know where SIVA is.
SIVA?
Guardian, go to the Cosmodrome immediately. If Sepix escapes, the Fallen won't be our only problem.
What is SIVA? You got to start explaining yourself.
Lord Saladin, you said the Fallen knew about SIVA, but I can't find a reference to SIVA in the Vanguard database.
That's because I went to great lengths to lock it away. The records are in the Iron Temple.
Okay, but if the Fallen already know about SIVA, then shouldn't we?
Yeah. Good point, good
What you
point.
need to do now is track Sepix. If we find him, we will know the extent of the corruption.
SIVA seems like an acronym for something. Self-interpolating vehicle assault. No, that's not right. Self-intelligent. I'm
Okay,
done.
I don't know which scares me more, the giant catch, or whatever took a bite out of the wall.
Damn.
Guardian, it's Shiro. You're gonna need some cover. Make for the Cosmodrome.
We need to get through that wall.
With most of the Kells gone, getting a force this large to work together is almost impossible. Saladin, you mentioned a sensor grid. Can we use that to tell how far this occupation extends?
The Fallen are irrelevant, Shiro. The only thing that matters now is finding Sepix.
It's kind of
What's that
upsetting me that
pattern over
Saladin
there?
is being so
Can we
secretive.
take a closer look?
What is with these
I'm picking up some
shapes?
strange readings. It's like what was on Sepix, but if I didn't know any better, I'd say this stuff is consuming everything around it.
That is SIVA. With the proper direction, it could create anything a civilization would need. At least in theory.
Uh-oh. Wait, is that the Hive?
Hive?
What's
The
going
Hive
on?
tend to keep to the dark. Something is driving them into the open.
What? Whoa? Why does everyone seem to know what's going on here but us? But the Vanguard.
I just lost all readings from the sensor grid. There's a monitoring station near your location. Hook into it and try to get the grid back online.
No problem.
Saladin, you need to explain more.
There's not enough left of the sensor grid to fix. Wait. We can pull the logs from the monitoring station. Would that be enough to figure out what these Fallen are up to?
Do it.
Do it. Oh,
Something weird incoming.
like a message?
These Fallen are different. They're augmented with some sort of technology, like Sepix.
Splicer.
Augmented or not, we need that sensor data.
On the bright side, these Fallen aren't coming back to life like Sepix. At least, not yet.
They're releasing
Got everything I
explosives?
could out of the sensor logs.
Nice job, Guardian. But we still have to deal with Sepix.
We no longer need the servitor, Shiro. I've seen enough to know the Fallen have restarted production of SIVA. Guardian, we've established a base at the Iron Temple. Join us here.
Okay. And start explaining everything, Saladin, because it feels like everyone
The
knows.
flames on this mountaintop stood as a symbol to humankind that the Iron Lords would protect them. If the need has arisen again, I think you should be the one to relight those fires. Farewell. Iron Lord. Perhaps
The Iron
one
Lords.
day.
Perhaps you can help. We haven't met yet. I'm Tyra Karn. I was once the Archivist in service of the Iron Lords. Saladin called me back because he believes my knowledge of what happened here could be of use. That scout the Vanguard sent? Shiro? He asked me to look at those logs you brought back. Apparently, I'm the only one old enough to make sense of them. In any case, I passed along what I could gather. And now he's asking to see you.
Hey, we spoke on the radio. I'm Shiro 4. I run scouting missions for Cade and the Vanguard. Those logs you pulled.
I like
showed
Shiro.
a major fallen occupation out in what Saladin's calling the Plague Lands. I've had the tower scramble reinforcements, but we're going to need someone to guide them in. Don't suppose you know anyone who'd be interested.
Is it us? Are we interested?
The Iron Lords believed we could contain SIVA by destroying the chamber where it was produced. These Fallen must have restarted the process. We need to get back into the chamber and cut off the flow of SIVA at the source.
Okay.
I think we need to focus on what we know. The Fallen have occupied a military bunker in the Plague Lands. We won't get any reinforcements in that area until the Fallen's artillery is taken out.
The Fallen are a symptom. SIVA is the disease.
Is SIVA like nanobots or like a chemical production of SIVA? It sounds like literal magic in that it can be whatever you need it to be.
All right. Vanguard reinforcements are standing by, but until those guns are down, they can't leave the hangar. I need you to shut them down.
Understood.
Guardian, there's a dead Vandal near you. Can you give me a scan?
This is one of the augmented ones, right?
He's fallen, basically, but armor is enhanced. Weapons have been modified. Cybernetic enhancements.
Damn.
Most Fallen houses have a sect dedicated to this sort of thing. They're called splicers. They're like body hackers, bioengineers.
That's wild.
It is worse than I feared. The Splicers are not only using SIVA to transform this place, they are using its technology to transform themselves.
Yeah, I thought that much was obvious. Glad to have you aboard.
Fallen have done some remodeling.
They're taking the metal for something big. Hope they're not using it to toughen up those gun emplacements.
Wow.
I've never seen the Fallen do anything on this scale before. I'm calling for more reinforcements.
Oh, that's sick.
You said yourself reinforcements will be useless until the guns are down. Besides, they will not be prepared for what they'll find.
I thought SIVA was technology, but this, it's like something alive.
Yeah.
Growing. Out of control.
Yeah.
These
Looks
devil
plant-like.
splicers are using SIVA, but they cannot control it. They are like children with a new toy.
I don't know of any toys that eat Russian industrial complexes.
Get him, Ghost, get him. Lord's Watch.
Those guns were destroyed during the collapse. How did the Fallen...
With SIVA.
It's not the Fallen.
Maybe it's not, but the Fallen are the ones pulling the triggers out here. The Vanguard wants them taken down, we take them down.
It's getting worse the farther we get in. I wonder if we can even reach the SIVA chamber. Detecting a high concentration of SIVA shielding the gun emplacements.
Even SIVA-enhanced shields would require an energy source. But be careful. There's something familiar about all this.
Familiar.
Right. Destroy the familiar generators and then take down Shiro's zombie guns.
Now, the only thing that I can think is it looked like when that woman in the intro sacrificed herself and like blasted the doors shut, it almost looked like she trapped something in with herself. but it didn't look like this SIVA. It looked like the darkness, or like nanobots, or like insects, or something like that. You don't think that those are interacting with one another, do you? Or do I, for that matter? And have now made this really weird, like, zombie SIVA shenanigans?
That's it. Shield is collapsing. You should be clear.
Guns are upstairs. Take them out. If I didn't know better, I'd say the splicers were creating a beachhead. Something of this scale could be used against the city.
So, those destroyed guns?
I see.
SIVA undestroyed them.
Undestroyed?
Look for a central SIVA node inside those emplacements. Destroy that, and it will break the Fallen's hold on the gun.
There's SIVA all over the trees as well, which is really cool
Get ready.
looking.
Fallen are sending in reinforcements.
Great job. Hawks are inbound. Just hold the area until they get there.
I love this twisted environment with SIVA all over it. It looks so cool. Like, it looks
Shiro,
like
I'm
Zerg,
pretty sure that air support isn't going to get here in time.
like StarCraft Zerg vibes.
It's working.
Saladin.
It's directing the corruption to resurrect the guns.
Oh man.
Centuries passed and I have learned nothing. Shiro, can your forces secure that area?
We'll do our best.
Try. I need the Guardian to return to the temple. If we are to avoid the mistakes which led us here, he and I must speak about the fall of the Iron Lords.
Okay. Time for the full story. Iron Temple. Old
This
Russia.
may not make sense to you, but it took your fight to remind me that immortality is not the same as invincibility.
I don't understand.
When the ghosts first found us, those who were chosen were blessed with power, but not wisdom. The Iron Lords came together in search of a solution to mankind's struggles. Instead, we found SIVA.
Found SIVA.
We
Found?
dreamt of using SIVA to build starships, colonies. We would become what the Traveler always believed we could be.
But something happened.
SIVA had been lost to time. When Temur tracked it to the Cosmodrome, we thought our quest was finally over. SIVA would be ours for the taking. Rasputin responded. More than 100 Iron Lords entered the Plague Lands. Only 9 reached the Replication Chamber.
Wow.
But since we were chosen by the Traveler and our cause was just, we were certain the day would be ours. Until SIVA took control. It infected our weapons, our armor. The corruption puppeted us against one another.
Oh, wow.
In the end, Yolder sealed the chamber with the Iron Lords inside, rather than let SIVA escape. The battle was won. Heroes died. And our mistakes stayed here.
But Rasputin survived.
Yeah.
This is not Rasputin. But neither is it something I know how to fight. They are using SIVA in ways we never even imagined.
How would the Fallen have learned more about SIVA than the Iron Lords? Or better yet, where did they learn?
Very good questions, Ghost. Very, very good
They haven't
questions.
mastered SIVA yet. This is all still new to them. See Tyra. She studied SIVA's origins. If there's a way to track the Fallen's discoveries, she will know where to look.
So, SIVA is not man-made. Also, were they the original Guardians, the Iron Lords? There's a lot of information in this one scene that I'm all like processing right now. They were like the first of the Travelers chosen, right? And they banded together. They thought SIVA would be the salvation. Okay, it's all coming in. But it was not made by man. They found it? So what is its origin?
One place the Fallen could have gained control of SIVA. The labs at Clovis Bray. That's where the technology was developed.
Oh, it was developed.
Honestly, I don't know that they're smart enough to have looked anywhere else.
So it was
on the
developed by
trail of
someone.
Clovis Bray, but his sources were tragically incomplete. Take care of it. There aren't many like it anymore. Thank you. In searching for more information on SIVA, I discovered some recent unexplained phenomena originating near Clovis Bray.
That's deep in Cabal territory. I find it unlikely the Fallen would have had time to experiment in those labs undisturbed.
True, but there are records of SIVA prototypes that were never recovered. They could be the missing link.
Lord Teemer spoke of SIVA prototypes too. Very well, old friend. Let's follow this path.
I'm a little confused. But what else is new?
I can guide you to the biolabs, though it may take some investigation to locate the SIVA prototypes once you're there.
I have faith in our young wolf there. He will find our way forward. I'm certain of it.
Did you just call one of us a young wolf?
Yeah, he did.
Because it's probably less endearing if he meant me.
Man, I love ghost dialogue. So, Rasputin interfered with them trying to use SIVA.
I'm not seeing any flashing lights advertising SIVA research. Maybe there's a console that can help us narrow things down.
How does Rasputin tie in? I still have many questions.
Okay,
Hopefully
what do we have
it gets
here?
answered in here.
Who knew finding dangerous Golden Age archives would be so easy? There's an intact data store just below us.
Unfortunately, my intel says you're going to need to make your way underground.
Falling great distances is actually our specialty. Elevator shaft, anyone?
Really good at falling. Very relatable.
Nothing says we're in the right place, like dead fallen.
But who killed them? Ah, the Cabal, right. So how would the Fallen have known to even look in here?
There, that's the Bray Research Archive. Now to rummage through its files. Interesting. There were multiple prototypes, each programmed to serve a different function. One that built constructs, viral armor enhancements, that's neat. And we have a winner, cybernetic diagnostics. Exactly what the Fallen would need to... Oh, maybe later. We've got company.
The young wolf strikes again. Tyra, the prototype archives, will they be enough to identify a weakness in the Fallen's hold on SIVA?
I have to remind you, of all people, that I'm a scholar, not a scientist. Don't worry, old friend. Between myself and Shiro, we won't leave a single stone unturned. You'll have your defense.
Okay.
I keep thinking about the Iron Lord's final descent into the SIVA replication complex. We were so young, so confident in our victory. And yet we lost everything. Shiro's analyzed the Clovis Bray data. He found a way to temporarily disrupt the Splicer's control over SIVA.
Temporarily
One way
disrupt.
or another, my long vigil is almost at its end. And I have you to thank. Let's finish it. Your light will be at your home. Trust in it.
I still have many
When the
questions.
Splicers started fusing SIVA into their systems, they created a massive network to control the nanotech. So, just like they took down our sensor grid, we're going to take down theirs. That should neutralize SIVA long enough for you to enter the replication complex.
Okay, and then I
This
imagine
is
we're
where
just
my
gonna blow it
fellow
up.
Iron Lords sacrificed their lives. You must stop the flow of SIVA now and forever. No matter the cost.
Dude, what if we go down there and they're like still being puppeted by their armor? The other Iron Lords. That would be creepy. That'd be very, very unsettling. I kind of want it, but we shall see.
There are a lot of splicers between you and that replication chamber, Guardian. Stay alert.
This is the Hive again, yeah?
The splicers have built a fortress to protect the entrance to the complex. Short-sightedly, they decided to use the reactor in an old oil tanker as a power source. That's going to be our ticket.
We blow it up.
Picking up a strong energy signature nearby.
That'll be the reactor. Swapping the fusion cell should knock out the network for a few minutes.
Oh, we're not gonna
Defenses,
blow it up?
Replication, everything.
Let's swap the cells. No. Why not just blow it up?
Okay, tinkering with an unstable Golden Age reactor infested with SIVA. Child's play.
Child's play hardly seems safe. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Wow, that was fast.
Maybe, but it won't last.
Move, Guardian. The SIVA replication complex awaits. The Iron Lord's original plan was to destroy the replicator in the SIVA chamber. Yolda's explosion apparently only damaged it. So when you reach the chamber, you will need to finish what she began.
Okay. I wonder what we're gonna
That
see
won't
in
stop
there.
the Fallen from using the SIVA they already have.
There's more than one battle in a war.
I wonder what we're gonna see when we're in there.
What was that?
Saladin said the Fallen couldn't control SIVA. I'm guessing that disrupting their hold on it is having some adverse effects.
Whoa.
I wouldn't celebrate too quickly.
Whoopsie.
Only a few of us reached the replication complex. The worst of Rasputin's defenses had already blanketed this entire area. Frames. Constructs. Some things I haven't seen before or since. They felt no pain. No fear.
Man, Rasputin's
All
hardcore
we've
when he
seen
needs
so
to
far
be.
is Fallen.
Last time his presence was almost physical. I think he was trying to communicate, but we did not understand.
Interesting.
How can you be so certain Rasputin won't get involved once we're inside?
The Vanguard still believe Rasputin to be simply a war mind. He hasn't been that for a very long time.
Oh, he's saying he's much more than just a war mind.
So when we stop the production of SIVA, because it'll be that easy, what about who's controlling it?
I have some leads on that. Fallen chatter about some crazy splicer priest who wants to play God. I'm kind of with Saladin now, though. Zealots can take a back seat until the heavy lifting is done.
The thing that I just keep
The
wondering to myself
replication chamber is beneath you. Look for a way down.
is if Rasputin was made to protect
Why aren't there
humanity.
ever stairs?
If Rasputin was made to protect humanity, why did he attack the Iron Lords when they went for SIVA? Unless SIVA is something
You are
evil.
close to SIVA's
Or
dark
dangerous.
heart, young wolf. Be on your guard.
So I feel like we're gonna get a reveal that SIVA was like always corrupted or something.
I did what I could to protect their resting place, but I knew what would happen if someone found it. We were touched by the light. I didn't even know someone with the Traveler's Gift could die. Until they did.
Wow. So the
Find
Traveler's Gift
replicator
is
and
immortality.
deactivate it. Only that will stop the flow of SIVA once and for all.
I asked previously if resurrection is canon for the Guardians, and it seems like it is. Wow.
Those things on the ceiling. I'm detecting DNA. They're human.
Human? That's not possible.
They'd be like skeletons by now. Wouldn't they be?
Entering self-destruct. What's happening?
Oh, yes.
No, it can't be.
Come on, give me them creepy vibes. Remnant of Felwinter.
It's using the Iron Lord's armor.
Yep. That's so creepy and cool. This is exactly what I wanted. That's so sick, dude.
Young Wolf, finish this.
Dude, the fact that it just had them strung up from the ceiling is creepy as hell. Whoa!
We need to go. We need to go very fast.
Oh, that's so cool! The SIVA is like lashing out. The music is intense.
Well done, my young wolf. SIVA is gone, and the Iron Lords are at peace. Return to the Iron Temple. You have earned your reward.
That's so cool. That was such a cool sequence.
The SIVA replicator is destroyed. We found this near it.
Oh.
Thank you. She would be honored. My brothers and sisters, I will see you again.
Dude, the Survivors Guild.
Someday. You've given them back to me.
Aw. Dude, this is actually... This is a sweet moment.
Approach. There was a time that only Iron Lords carried these blades. There are many like this in our armory, but this one is new. It is yours, young wolf. You are the first of a new generation. Take your place as an Iron Lord.
Ah, it's so cool. That is so cool. Oh, dude, I feel a little tear, a tiny tear. Dude, I actually feel like a tiny little bit of like moistness welled up in my eyes. It's the music for me. Like, music will always get me emotional, especially in scenes like this when it's a heroic sacrifice, which is my #1 weakness. I love that they took that dark, creepy turn towards the end that I was really hoping for with the using the armor of the fallen Iron Lords. That's so sick. Overall, really good, but my only problem is every single expansion that I've experienced answers its own questions, but then makes me ask like 10 more questions that I don't get the answer to, that I hope carries through into Destiny 2. And when I get there, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, it's this person from that section. And that's what I'm really holding out for, because right now I feel like I have a bunch of loose ends, like especially around Rasputin, the Vex, and Eris and her queen, which I now think when I was editing it back, her queen might have been Mara, which would explain that her plan was always to die and the plan is going through. Anyways, I'm getting way off on a tangent. Next video, we'll be starting the Red War in Destiny 2. If you enjoyed this one, please leave a like and consider subscribing for the rest of my Destiny journey. And holy crap, I can't believe we're done. Our 4.5 hour video is gone. Goodbye. See you in the next video. Bye.